Welcome to the world of pharmaceutical sales. This is not just any market. This is the Indian pharmaceutical market. It is a vast and complex arena, filled with immense challenges. It is also filled with incredible opportunities. This industry is a lifeline for millions of people. The medicines we promote help people live healthier, longer lives. This is a very noble profession. You're not just selling a product. You are a vital link in the chain of healthcare. You connect doctors with the scientific information they need to make the best decisions for their patients every single day. The Indian market is unique, one of the largest and fastest growing in the world, but also one of the most competitive. For every one successful product, dozens of other brands have the same molecule, the same basic science. So how do you stand out? How do you win where everyone sells the same thing? The answer is not in the box or the tablet, not in the price tag. The real difference, the ultimate secret weapon, is you. The person who walks into the doctor's chamber. This module is your guide to this exciting world. We will explore what it takes to succeed, diving deep into the real skills that separate top performers. For pharma managers building winning teams, and for students dreaming of a career in this field, your first step toward becoming a pharmaceutical leader. Your journey will be a test. It will test your knowledge, your patience, and your character. Are you ready to accept this challenge? Let's begin this journey together and unlock your true potential. The first and most fundamental trait of a top performer is a deep scientific understanding. This is the bedrock of your credibility. But it's not about simply memorizing lines. True scientific acumen means you genuinely understand the medicine, the disease it treats, the clinical trials, and the science behind how it works. This must be paired with something even more powerful: cognitive agility, the ability to learn, adapt, and think on your feet. The world of medicine is changing every single day. A new study is published, a new competitor is launched, a doctor asks a challenging question. Cognitive agility is your mental nimbleness to quickly absorb new info, connect it, and use it. It transforms a challenge into a moment to build greater trust. In the Indian market, dozens of companies sell the exact same molecule. The product itself is a commodity. So how do you make your brand stand out? You must become the differentiator. The person presenting it becomes the deciding factor. An average rep, when asked about a competitor's drug, might say, "Sir, our brand is more established and trusted." This is a weak defensive posture. A high-performing rep will respond, "Sir, that's an excellent question. The competitor's drug showed good results, but their primary endpoint was a composite. Our drug, as demonstrated in the Paradigm HF trial, has a proven cardiovascular mortality benefit. For your high-risk patients, that specific data point could be critical." This demonstrates deep knowledge and builds immense credibility. Management imperative: hire for curiosity. In interviews, go beyond product knowledge. Ask candidates, "Tell me about the last complex topic you taught yourself and how you went about it." For the existing team, foster a culture of a continuous journal club. The expectation must be unequivocal. You are a science professional operating in a commercial role. This is the attribute that safeguards the most valuable asset in healthcare: trust. It is an unwavering commitment to a professional Dharma, a sense of righteous duty and ethical conduct. This duty is to the patient's well-being and the integrity of the medical profession above all else. The reality in India: the intense relationship-driven nature of the market can create subtle pressures to take ethical shortcuts. The most successful professionals understand that trust is built over years but can be obliterated in a single moment of poor judgment. If you give me a better margin, I can often substitute your brand, even if the doctor writes a competitor. An unethical rep might see this as a short-term win and agree, compromising their integrity.
My duty is to ensure the doctor's prescription is honored exactly as written for the patient's safety and the doctor's trust. However, I can work with you on ensuring our stock levels are always reliable, so you never have to turn a patient away.
Management imperative: the manager is the chief steward of the team's ethical culture. They must establish a zero-tolerance policy for compliance breaches and make ethics a core component of performance reviews. The message must be crystal clear: Sales numbers achieved by compromising our Dharma are not successes. They are profound failures. This is the psychological engine that drives performance. It combines tenacity, the persistence to navigate a challenging environment, with what Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck defines as a growth mindset. An individual with a fixed mindset believes their abilities are static. An individual with a growth mindset believes their abilities can be developed. They see rejection as a verdict on their skills. They see rejection as a data point, an opportunity to learn and improve their strategy. Example in practice. A key doctor consistently refuses to meet with the representative. The fixed mindset rep reports in their DCR, "Doctor not met," and eventually gives up, concluding, "This doctor is impossible." The growth mindset rep asks, "Why is this doctor not meeting me? What is their primary interest?" They learn from the chemist that the doctor is passionate about academic research. The rep then finds a relevant, company-approved scientific publication.
I understand the doctor is extremely busy, but I have a copy of the latest Lancet review on this topic, which I thought might be valuable for his academic work. Would it be possible to leave this for him?
Management imperative. Coach the process, not just the result. When a rep faces a setback, the manager's question should not be, "Did you fail?"
What did you learn and what will you do differently next time?
This fosters a culture of intelligent risk-taking and relentless improvement. This goes far beyond being a good talker. It combines high-fidelity communication, the ability to convey complex science with precision and clarity, with what Harvard psychologist Howard Gardner termed interpersonal intelligence, the capacity to understand the motivations and desires of other people. In the Indian context, this also includes the socio-linguistic skill of code switching, seamlessly adapting one's language, tone, and level of formality. 9 a.m. A meeting with a key opinion leader. The language is formal English. The topic is a deep dive into clinical trial methodology. 1 p.m. A 45-second in-chamber call with a busy GP. The language is a fluid mix of English and the local vernacular. The message is sharp and impactful. 4 p.m. A conversation with a key distributor. The language is informal and relationship-oriented, discussing stock movements and market intelligence. Management imperative. Field coaching must focus intensely on this skill. The manager should observe. Is the rep adapting their approach? Role-playing these varied scenarios is a high-yield training activity that prepares the team for the real-world demands of the territory. Executive presence is the critical, non-verbal dimension of communication that often determines whether a conversation even begins. Your scientific knowledge is the substance, but your professional appearance is the package. If the packaging is damaged, the recipient may never trust what's inside. Your professional demeanor is the key that unlocks the door to the conversation. For men, the uniform is a clean, well-ironed, light-colored formal shirt, dark trousers, a conservative tie, and polished formal shoes. For women, the standard is a formal trouser-shirt combination, or a conservative, well-ironed salwar kameez, or sari. The key is professional, modest, and distraction-free. Your body language often speaks louder than your words. Good posture signals alertness. Eye contact shows honesty. An organized bag shows you are prepared. Adopt the 10-minute rule. The first 5 minutes at home for a final check. The next 5 minutes before you enter the clinic to compose yourself. This allows you to control the first impression every time. Management imperative. The manager must set and embody this standard. It is not micromanagement. It is a core part of building a credible and respected team. These are not separate skills. The true magic happens when they are all combined. They strengthen and amplify each other. Scientific knowledge is useless if a doctor doesn't trust you. A sharp appearance is an empty suit without scientific substance. They are interconnected threads, and when woven together, they create the strong fabric of a successful and respected career. Becoming a top performer is a daily commitment. These small daily disciplines are what separate the average from the excellent. The challenges of the Indian pharmaceutical market are not obstacles. They are the very tools that will forge your success. This module is a starting point. We have given you the map. Now it is up to you to undertake the journey. Take pride in this role. The work you do matters. You help bring life-changing medicines to the people who need them. It begins with a decision. A decision to be more than just a salesperson. A decision to be a knowledgeable expert, an ethical partner, and a master communicator. Make that decision today. Commit to this path. Your future is in your hands. The journey begins now.